Unlike most crypto influencers, we told you back in 2020 that this was going to happen. Let's get to it. So it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. Now, unlike other crypto influencers, we have been talking about what is happening now. Back in 2020, we were talking about tokenization of everything. I told you this was going to happen. And now we've got the CEO of BlackRock actually looking to tokenize real world assets. And they're going to be using the Ethereum network, and it's going to be having the infrastructure built by Coinbase. So look, this is not a shock to me. It shouldn't be a shock to our viewers that have been watching us since, back in 2020 when I first talked about this. And we've already gone and done interviews of CEOs of some of these projects that are in this sector already, because we've had, many predictions. We told you about AI back in 2020 and how big it was going to be. And, we're starting to see some of what we've been forecasting actually come to fruition now. Now, I think we've done a fantastic job at keeping our audience ahead of the curve, enabling them to get great positions in some of these wonderful projects before the sectors really start to rocket off. It's all well and good, everybody talking about it now, but they weren't talking about it back in 2020 and 2021, informing their audiences of what was about to happen. So look, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, select all the notifications, and make sure that you stay up to date with what we're forecasting for the future of blockchain. And if you enjoy this video, do hit the like button. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into some real world asset projects that I think people should be exploring, researching, and seeing if they resonate with them. None of this is paid endorsed content. It's my own thoughts and opinions. I want you to be successful in this crypto space. And that's why we do everything that we do. Do jump down into our Discord, which is free to join. Link is in the description of the video. It's a fantastic community, and we do encourage people to immerse themselves in a community that is supporting one another to go on to be successful in this crypto space. I'm not a financial advisor. I treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. But enough of that, stuff. Let's get straight into it. So the first project that I want to talk about, and this is a project where we've interviewed the founders of this said project, and that is Swarm Markets. The ticker is SMT. It's currently up 0.95% at the time of recording. This is a pre-recorded video because I am actually moving with my family out to Dubai. As this video is out, I'm probably on an aeroplane. But yeah, the price is 0.6669. I really do like this project. Do check out, I think we've done 2 interviews with the founders of this project. We met them a few times down in London. So go check those out. They are on the channel. You will be able to search for those. But this is a really interesting project, right? The gold standard for blockchain-based finance, trade, real-world assets, RWAs on-chain today. 100% asset-backed, regulated, regulatory compliance. Sorry, I should get my words out correctly. So look, already tokenizing real-world assets. So this is definitely one to go and do the research on. Great founders, great people. I think that, it's definitely one to go do some research on. And look, I do want to kind of say, obviously not encouraging people to FOMO into any of these projects, but they are still really low cap at the moment, in my opinion. I think there's some real, gains to be made on some of these projects. But go away, do your research, and basically the only FOMOing I'm encouraging people to make is into the research. Moving on, and we've got Cogito Finance. Ticker is CGV. It's up 23.57% in the past 24 hours at 0.1194. I've actually recently done an interview with 𝗕𝗓𝗓. I've done a few interviews with her now on this project. This is a project that you could have invested through our VC arm. In the Discord, you can find out more information. The Discord is free, by the way. But we do early round, seed round, private round sales in the Discord for our NFT holders. Now that enabled you to get into this one super cheap, serious amount of X's already, and again, it's still very low cap. Some really big potential gains could be made on Cogito protocol. Now they did do a bit of a pivot, tokenization of traditional assets for on-chain finance. Carefully engineered, fully transparent and institutional grade investment products. It's definitely one to go away and do that research on. It's under the SingularityNet ecosystem. Again, a fantastic project, and we've been keeping our audience up to date on all of these projects before many people even heard of them. So look, this is why it's really important to keep your finger on the pulse and hit that notification button and subscribe to this channel, because we do cover some absolutely amazing gems before anybody else. And you can be, I guess, filled with comfort that, we don't just, do paid endorsement rubbish that you see on a lot of the other channels. So yeah, let's move on. We've got TokenFi, again, another one that we've talked about super early. It's up 33.29% at the time of recording at 0.1528. Again, another project that we've talked about before most people even heard of it. One that we think is going to go on to do really well. The standard of tokenization process can be painful, slow, and extremely expensive for an average user. TokenFi gives users all they need to create a token or tokenized real-world asset ROA in a simple all-in-one platform without writing a line of code. Again, this is going to be one of those projects that goes on to do remarkably well, and I still think that it's really early for all of these projects that I've talked about so far in this video. Moving on, and we've got Synthetix. Again, this is a project that is probably more well known than others, not as small by market cap as some of the others, but it's up 2.40% in the past 24 hours at $4.39. It's a real solid project. It had to make the list. I couldn't just leave it off. Basically, they are a liquidity layer of DeFi. They provide liquidity for permissionless derivatives like perpetual futures, options, and so on. Really interesting project that I think people should definitely go and research. And then we've got Landex Finance, down 2.67% in the past 24 hours. Currently stands at $1. The ticker is LNDX. Again, perpetual commodity vaults protocol. Commodity vaults provide investors an inflation hedged return backed by legal contracts secured on underlying farmland. So look, a really interesting project again. I think that it's projects like this that a lot of people don't find sexy, don't tend to look at, but are going to go on to do really well. The fact that BlackRock are now talking about what we've been talking about since 2020, and they're actually not just talking about it, they're taking actions. We will see an Ethereum spot ETF approved shortly. That will be followed up by infrastructure from Coinbase for tokenization of real-world assets from BlackRock. It's going to be monstrous, this market, and I encourage people to go away and do that research. Don't miss the opportunity. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up the like button, and like I said a few times in this video, subscribe, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.